What's going on, everybody? How are we doing? Guys, I hope you had the best Christmas ever. I know I did. It is beginning to look a lot like January around our neighborhood with all the snow. Poor Silver Samurai needs washed. The old GMC is covered with snow, and there's what it looks like. So, I was asking everybody, you know, what kind of video should I put out? It's winter time. I want to go through my year-end review with the Scag V-Ride 2s. The year-end review. Let me tell you something. When I bought them, I had always used the set-down mower, and I was concerned that, hey, I'm not going to like this thing. It's not going to do what I want it to do. It's not going to be fast enough. Number one, these mowers save me 10 to 15% time on any yard I'm doing. How do they do it? I don't know. But I do know what I think, and I think that the maneuverability of them, as you can go up under something, pull back, you can really maneuver with your body. You can feel the turns a little bit better with these since you're standing up. You can lean in with your knees. You can put your knees against the pad and just you feel the mower more. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but if anyone's ever ridden one, they'll know what I mean. Why did I go with Scag? Okay, I was set to buy Hustler. My mind was made up. I was going in to fill the paperwork out. My dealer called and said, Scag is going to give you the same deal on these mowers that you'll get from Hustler. That made my mind up. So I'm going to go through the pros and cons on the Scag because I know Ray's had problems with them. Danny's had problems with them. And I'll tell you, I am still of the mind that there are new mowers out there that you will always have trouble with, and they're just not good mowers. So the number one thing I love about the V-Ride is the velocity deck. I simply, now listen, this is going to go for different areas, different climates, everything. We get a lot of wet fescue in the spring. Every morning you go out, the grass is wet. You've got to cut it. You cannot wait till it dries, or you're going to be waiting until noon every day. That thing has got one of the best cuts I've ever seen on it. Number two, the ride. It is not the softest ride. That's a con. This is not the softest ride. I rode the big, I believe it's the Bad Boy, has a better ride than the Scag. The Bad Boy does. But I will tell you, this ride is very nice, and I like this ride better than the right. I really like, you can just lean down and change, and you've got your button right here to release your deck. I really love that system of raising and lowering. Also like the non-flat tires in the front on the 48 and the 52. One thing I don't like about it is that the motor does not lower down with the deck. I prefer, and the right does it, some of the rights lower the the motor down with the deck. I prefer that, but I have not broken a belt on either mower. They've been great. As far as changing the oil, everybody says, man, Scags get motor oil all over. Not anymore. I don't know if I can show it to you, but right down here is a little system that has a hose. You unloosen this, the oil drops right out of the bottom. All you have to clean up is your oil filter, and that's minimal. Okay? I do like the fact that your battery is right in there. You can get to the blades easy. You just take that bolt off and it drops. Now, as far as the Tiger Eye, okay, I'm not sure the Tiger Eye does much more for you than before, but it does show you your amps, shows you your hours on there, shows you when you're standing on it. So that, you know, one bad thing, the brake must be pulled back in order to get off of the mower and the blades turned off. A lot of people like the right because they have two controls. I love this. This is such a pro. You just slide your hand back and forth. That's one of the things I thought, okay, man, I really like that right mower because I can use both handles. Man, this is so much easier. So much easier. And there's no adjusting. No adjusting. That's really easy. You want to get into the back of it? All you got to do, loosen these knobs and this whole thing lifts off. And you're in the back. And then you have two knobs down here that will get you into everything you need to get into. The V-Ride, okay, a lot of people say, man, I need the bigger motor. Got to have the bigger motor. Got to have that fuel injected. Do you understand if something goes wrong with a fuel injected engine, 50% of the time you're going to have to take it to the dealer. With a carbureted engine, carburetor just sits right up front. Who needs a 35 horsepower motor on a 52-inch mower? You don't need it. These motors work just fine. And look, I'm a Kawasaki freak all the way. No way are you putting a Briggs & Stratton motor on my mower. I don't want it. Everyone says, oh, they've changed them so much. They've done this. Give it a couple years. Everything runs good when it's new. Give it a couple years. Okay. Some things I don't like about the Scag. You don't have two gas tanks. I don't get it. I want two gas tanks on my mower. You got one gas tank that's 5 gallons, another one that's 5 gallons. I want 8 gallons on my mower. I don't want to constantly put gas in it every single day. Okay? I don't like that about it. The other thing I'm not too really ecstatic about is that if you want to get into it, you've got to take those out. Both times you have to take those out every time. I don't want to do that. I want an easy access down into my belts and my pulleys. As far as the way they cut, phenomenal. I couldn't be happier with the way they cut. I could not be happier with the way they handle and turn. My biggest gripe is the ride and getting into the things I need to get into quickly. There should be some type of latch that you can turn, pull up, and you're right there, or turn it and then just take the top off. That's my opinion, but easy to change the oil on, easy to work on. Of course, I haven't had to do anything. They're still under warranty. This one is doing great. And you talk about easy to attach your grass flap to. I drilled 4 holes, bolted it down, and it was done. So guys, if you are looking for a new mower, and by no means does Scag pay me anything. They're not giving me free mowers. Look, I'm not that big. The Scag is definitely one that you want to look at. As far as a first year, I had 1 flat tire. I had a leak on the hydro where the grommet was. I showed you guys that in a video. They fixed it that day. I was back on the road. I absolutely suggest that you demo a Scag. You may not end up buying it, but you definitely should try one before you listen to what everyone else says about them. It's just like any other mower. You've got bad apples in the bunch. There's nothing you can do. We all know dealer support is where it's at. Okay? And I have an absolutely fantastic dealer in Buckeye Power Sales. So, first year, couldn't ask for anything more. Love the mower. I am selling the 52. If anyone is interested, $7,500 cash, and it's yours. It has about 184 hours on it, and I put my batteries in the house every winter, and this thing is ready to go, man. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. We're going to talk about Steel tomorrow versus Echo. That should be a blast. And we'll talk about Toro next week. Really want to get into Toro a little bit. But hey, as always, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps for you guys out there mower shopping. And as always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real, everybody. Be safe out there. I hope you had a great holiday season, and I'm out of here. Peace.